Good morning, comic book fans. Welcome back to Ka-Pow Comics. I am Evelyn host Shorty, and we're doing our new comic book day video. Not a review video, although I really need to do more of these because there's still at least two things from last week I really wanted to read and review, both Chariot and America Chavez. Totally missed those off because there was so much to do. And this week there is a whole bundle more. So yeah, I'm probably going to try and do a couple a day if I need to try and get through these, because there's some like genuinely cool big releases as well. There's new Joker ongoing, Children of Atom, which we can put back and put back and put back, Nottingham, which looks great, Proctor Valley Road, new Grant Morrison, intellectual property. So much cool stuff coming out this week. So we're going to start with just trades and the like, and then move on to merchandise and then on to comic books. I might have to just shunt my laptop around a little bit to try and get as much of this in as I can, because there's a lot of stuff and I need a lot of space to show it all. So we're going to start with this Back to the Future Flexi Fit baseball cap. This one has been ordered specifically for somebody. We do actually have a few baseball caps in. We don't get a load of them because it's not like a common purchase, and because this stuff's imported from America and it's licensed, it's a bit more expensive than if you just went to a discount brand clothing place and bought something off the rack. But they are cool when we get them. So if you see anything that we put on our advance orders list that you want, give us a shout and we'll get it for you. I'll say for somebody. Not ordered for him in particular, but I just kind of like it. The One Piece Wanted posters, wallets. We get a lot more of those in. Even the more expensive ones are not crazy priced, so they're actually worth us getting those in. Onto some manga now. Black Clover, which I believe somebody has asked me for, so that might be reserved. Jujutsu Kaisen. Don't know much about this one. Volume 0. Could be worth some checking out if you fancy it. Super Mario Manga Mania. People have asked about that one, but that's the only copy we've got. Dragon Ball Super Volume 11. And after a bit of a wait, finally got in My Hero Academia Volume 26. So there you go. That's a manga for you if that's what you're into. Now on to graphic novels and the like. Odd one, just because it's kind of cool that John Carpenter does comic books. His Night Terrors 13 Horsemen. One that I've read recently and thoroughly enjoyed all 4 issues of. Grindel, Kentucky from AWA Studios. Absolutely worth checking this one out. It's another one of the volume 1s, which means you're talking £9 for the first volume with all 4 issues in. Totally worth checking out. Mixture of cool horror and biker gangs and Americana. Very, very funky. Conan the Barbarian, the Hawks from the Sea. This one has been ordered for somebody. So yeah, it's one of those things that the Epic Collection stuff are just a little bit more expensive than we'd just leave lying around on the shelf for people to grab. But if you are wanting stuff like this, just give us a shout. Superman Secret Identity is out. Look, yeah, see. Very cool little run from Bendis. Thoroughly enjoyed it. Amazing Spider-Man Last Remains spin-off, or not spin-off, companion, because this is what they're doing. They did 51 and 51 point Last Remains and what have you. A nice big chunky Dragon Age first 5 graphic novels all in one, and I think it's only like $26.99, so you're getting really good value for money on that one. This is actually the back order, Dreaming issue volume 1. Latest Venom, Donny Cates. I think this is leading into, so it's not quite there yet, but leading into his big King in Black event. We ordered 2 of this, and we only got sent 1. So I'm going to ask one of the people who's down for it, who's one of my best friends in the world, if he's okay waiting like another week, and we'll get more sent in then. He's got plenty to occupy himself. I hope he's okay with waiting. Judge Dredd, The Complete Case Files, Volume 36. This is kind of thing, again, we will only really order 4 people. Gentleman's order that's got a nice big stack of 2,000 new stuff waiting for him. This one arrived very, very timely. Cyberpunk, The Complete Game Guide. Yeah, really nice that this has finally arrived. To be honest, I can't imagine we're going to sell it onto the shelf. It might be a case of leaving it and buy it so I can play it again. I actually really enjoyed it. Doctor Who Annual. I think I ordered this one by mistake. I think I was supposed to I thought it was just like the Titan Comics regular comic book annual. It is actually the official annual hardback thing that they put out, $7.99 each. If you want to give me a shout, because it's definitely not for anybody. I didn't order it on purpose. Right, let me shift these out of the way. Onto merch and other such things. I'm going to start with one that I kind of ordered because it looks cool. The DC Multiverse Dark Knight's Death Metal Bat Cycle, which is got the skeleton of a giant bat involved, so that's cool. Next, we've got some pop figures. We'll start with these 2. Actually, it's one figure. We've got 2 of them because I like them. try to get a picture. It's slightly hard to get this one because of the case it's in. Pop stacks. Don't know why these ones have come with the case. Usually the ones don't. But it does explain why they've charged us a little bit more. So I expect to pay about $14.99 for these ones, maybe even a little bit more. But they are very, very cool indeed. Just put those out of the way so they're somewhere safe. I'm not going to get knocked over. Next up, we've got one of the DC galleries, or previous, select galleries. And because of the multiple layers of plastic, it's always hard to see what's in these things. But it is Harley Quinn from Deceased. To be honest, anything Harley Quinn, we give it a shot to. Deceased is not red, so I can't really say much about it. Next up, Ka-Pow doing Black Cat Steals Your Heart. Another one double plastic, so apologies, you can't get much detail on it, but that one has been ordered for somebody. The kind of expensive thing we would only get to order. But it looks very, very cool. Right, we've got some more pop figures now, and I need to move stuff around so I can get to them a little bit easier. Actually, I'm just going to leave them and grab them all. There's no way to do it easily. There's a big stack of them. It's the problem sometimes of having just one counter and a lot of stuff coming in at the same time. Anyway, I'm back. What we have is Raphael, Michelangelo, Leonardo, guess who's next, Donatello, Casey Jones, and just for fun, because I quite like the character, another Casey Jones. I panicked when these turned up. Actually, I panicked yesterday when I saw my invoice the other week. I thought, oh, good Lord, have we forgot to order their female reporter friend? No, she's just not in the set. Not sure why. But there you go. We've got the full set of them. If anyone wants them, give me a shout. They're just regular priced Funko Pops. Balance those over here out the way again. I'll move on to comic books. First one is another one's kind of like big ones that some people have expressed an interest in, but we've only got enough to order. So if you've missed out on it, I do apologise because everyone's been like, "Oh look, Spider-Man's new costume." But I've got to be honest, what I've seen of the new costume, it's not one that's had me go, "Oh wow, I can't wait to see it. It looks amazing." Because it's all right. Actually, it looks like they're just riffing off the AWA erratic thing more than anything else. American Vampire, 1976. Still carrying on with that one. Autumnal. We've got an issue 2 for somebody who missed out on it, but that's them all caught up. And the brand new one, issue 5. Very, very cool bit of horror. Very glad I picked that one up. Another big release today. Another issue 1, and we'll get around to reading at some point. We've got the regular cover. Batman Urban Legends and the variant as well there, and this is like a big anthology kind of thing with quite a few different characters involved. I think if you've been following any of the Future State Batman and Detective, a lot of stuff that got mentioned of those are turning up in these, I think. So yeah, you've got quite a big square bound kind of fella on there. For the people who get the Black Hammer stuff, Black Hammer Visions, Jeff Johns is doing that. This is one of the things that was late from last week, but has now turned up. Actually, one of them is one from this week. I can't remember which way around it is. So I'm just going to say we've got some Blade Runner stuff. 2829. Is it 2029? Yeah. And Origins. Sorry, when I say I'm not sure, it's because when I look at my screen on here, I actually get like a mirror view of it, which obviously makes sense because it's less disconcerting because I'm used to seeing a mirror on my face on the screen. But it means that is backwards for me. So I have to occasionally double check to make sure I'm reading the right thing. Another big release, as I said, because it's been put back and we went a long time for it. Vita Ayala's Children of the Atom. Issue 1 is still a little bit supersized, but not crazy prices. And I think, again, we've only got what's going to cover orders for that one. So because it's been put back and put back and put back, I figure anyone who wants it has had ample opportunity to add it on. Although, if you are wanting to add any orders on, go and check that out. Because basically it's where we are doing all our online ordering at the moment, and people can set their own pull lists and we order from there. It's just really, really, really easy for us. Commanders in Crisis. Conan the Barbarian, the Sumerian Unchained Land of the Lotus begins here. All I can say is with a title like that, thank God it's not actually one of the old school ones. It'd probably be quite racist. Crime Syndicate. Basically evil universe superheroes, limited series, and I'm kind of surprised it doesn't have the big whatever the current branding for DC Comics is, but it's just 6 issues, so hopefully it's quick and done and out of the way. Next up, carrying on, one of my current favourite titles, Daredevil, been thoroughly enjoyable. No King in Black branding on this one, thankfully. Don't get me wrong, it's been kind of cool and everything, but because I've not been reading the rest of the series, I felt like it's just been a bit of a waste on me. Deadpool, Nerdy at 30. I think we might have a spare of this one. I'm not entirely sure if you do want to check it out. It's the kind of just silly, over-the-top, stupid stuff that you get when you read Deadpool. Back order for somebody who had it on a little bit too late. Demon Days X-Men. Dreaming Waking Hours issue 8. G. Willow Wilson. Yeah, been hearing good things about that. It's been kind of nice that nobody who was down for it originally dropped it when there was a creator change. That's always kind of nice to see. Next up, current issue of Eternals, which I have added to my pull list. I wasn't rushing to do it, simply because I'm getting so much Kieran Gill at the moment. But when I read issue 1 and 2, I thought, yeah, actually, it's worth checking out. A couple of bits of Future State now, which got pushed back a week or two. Legion of Superheroes and Superman versus Imperious Lex. Now the very final issue, and I'm not going to miss it, of Grant Morrison's Green Lantern. That variant is for me. It means I'm going to actually sit at home and read them all in one go. And then that's the regular cover. And it's done. Is it this oversized one? Yeah, we pay a little bit more for this one because it's an oversized, but at least it's done. Don't worry, Grant Morrison fans, there's more to come. Homesick Pilots on next. Very, very cool. I'm thoroughly enjoying that one. Immortal Hulk issue 44. Regular cover there, which looks very, very cool. I like what's going on with that one. And this one I think is because when this one came up with an order code very similar, and when I checked it, didn't have it in order. It's actually a variant. If anyone does want like a different version of the comic, give you a shout. We've got these ones. It's basically an order error on my part. I basically didn't think we had them on order because I was like slightly different order code. Give me 1 second. Let me shift boxes around. Okay, another big release this week. The Joker, shiny cover. Look at that. That's all shiny. It's not a big square bound one, but it is still nice and sizable. It's Tinian, and I've got to say I have been thoroughly enjoying his Batman way more than I thought I would. Is it perfect? No. Is it as interesting as Tom King's? No, but it is like a decent, solid work. And it's got the punchline thing in. And a while ago, I reviewed, I can't remember if this was on video or on when I was doing podcasts, I reviewed the first Punchline comic book, and I was thoroughly impressed by how much stuff they put into that one, and it really did make me think I want to give that one a go. No variant for this one. I thought I'd ordered one, so if you ask for a variant, it might just mean that we got the order in a little bit too late. I do apologise. Another new release from Image Comics. Very, very cool cover. Carmen. Apparently she's an angel. Very odd looking thing there, but I can't wait to give it a try. It's definitely interesting. So I've got a lot in this one, and I want to slide them around a little bit so we don't end up with stuff falling and getting buckled. That's the last thing we want. A couple of back orders from King in Black, Wiccan and Hulkling, and Gwenom versus Carnage. Basically, we didn't order enough of those ones. Life is Strange, Partners in Crime, 2020 issue 1. So this has got to be a back order, but it's not come up as back order, so it's obviously just massively delayed, or for us at least. One from Heavy Metal Comics, and I usually complain about the slightly oversized comics. To give you an idea, let's grab that to go next to it. So you see it is just, I'll pull back up so you can see, yeah, it is just a little bit bigger. And the reason it usually bugs me is because they don't fit into the comic boxes, so they have to be kept separate. And we don't have bags and boards for them because we order so little of them, and you have to order by the hundreds, is right pain in the neck. But at least it's heavy metal. It's the same size as a heavy metal, so I can kind of forgive that one. It's basically them not kowtowing to the American way of doing things. After that, Comics X with Maniac of New York. Never got around to reading issue 1 of that one, but I do like the look of it. Old back order on just turned up, Necromorphos #1. I think everyone's got their Necromorphos, and guys got the extra one. At the time, thinking it'd be cool to have it on the shelf. Next up, these are 3 different variants. In fact, let me try and put them in this order. Yeah, for Non-Stop Spider-Man issue 1. I've no idea which one is which variant, but that's one of the variants. That's a black and white variant of that variant. And this variant is a slightly not full-coloured variant of the actual comic book. Yeah, lots of options there, but to be honest, at least one of those is going to be like a one per store, and I'll probably put it on eBay rather than sell it. I can't imagine it's going to be huge, hard to get hold of kind of thing, though, because it's a launch of a Spider-Man, loads of people get it. and it's Joe Kelly writing, one of the best Deadpool writers ever. Worth checking out just for that. And Chris Picala doing the artwork, who I really quite like. It's just kind of like a slightly off level of reality. Not even attempting photorealism, doing it in a fun way that still looks very, very cool. Neil Gaiman's Norse Mythology. Another issue 1 this week, which I do want to read. I mean, that cover is spectacular, but every single issue of this one has now been spoken for. I think it's just because it's an odd idea. But yeah, we have Nottingham. Even the back cover looks cool. Really, really liking the look of that one. Can't wait to give it a try. And in case you're thinking, wow, there's a lot of issues at once, I mean, how are you going to get through them all? We've also got Proctor Valley Road, big Grant Morrison launch. Alex Child on the art, don't really know them, but I've got to say, the variant cover, just the B variant, not a particularly rare one. I do like the look of that one. That kind of washed out colouring reminds me of Once and Future to a certain degree, and the style is kind of similar. Definitely going to be checking that one out, hopefully better than Green Lantern. Rat Queens, just the issue of Rat Queens for the person who gets it. This one I read a couple weeks back and thoroughly enjoyed it. Issue 2 of Redemption. Christopher Faust and Mike Diodato Jr. both absolutely brilliant creators, and the issue one absolutely knocked my socks off. Really, really looking forward to getting that, giving that one a read. Resident Alien. Ordered a few of these a while ago, thinking of the TV series, but it doesn't seem to have done much, so I'm not too fussed on that one. Latest issue of Tom King's Rorschach. Tom King also doing Supergirl. Check it out. Yes, there's lots of very good arguments being made that they should be not just giving it to a straight white guy for a character like that. But to be honest, I'm also kind of happy that they've given Supergirl one of their top tier creators. Kind of proves that they've got a little bit of faith in the character for the first time in a while. So, you know, not perfect, but I'll take it. Runaways. I've only just noticed what's going on that cover. That's kind of cool. I like that. Scouts Honor for the dude who gets Scouts Honor. Nice bit of post-apocalyptica for you. Regular old Star Wars now. Chewie and Han on the cover. Oh, sorry, is that Han? Yes, Han on the cover. And is that Leia in the background? Yes, wow. I was so paying attention to the action there that I missed the passive in the corner. Almost as if sometimes comic book artists use action for the male characters and passive for the female. Who'd have thought it? Although High Republic goes the other way, and that just looks cool. Is that looks like Notta? Yes, it is. It's Phil Notta. Good artist. Strange Academy, which has been great. I'm picking up the first trade of that one soon, so I can read it all in one go. Infinite Frontier. That's the branding I was forgetting earlier. Superman by Johnson. I really don't know who's doing Superman at the moment, but I've got to say Phil Hester's an okay artist, but I'm not like overly impressed with that. Well, I am looking forward to, because it's supposed to come out last week, but got a week's delay to the UK, is Swamp Thing, and another one, The Infinite Frontier. It's a shame this one is also a limited series, only 10 issues, but it's kind of nice to know that what you're getting into, and that is the horror cover for me. Well, not horror, it's just a variant, but I really, really like it. Excellent use of greens and blacks. Very, very cool looking. A little bit further on. Okay, Sweet Tooth, The Return. Ended up with extras of that one due to not paying enough attention. Taskmaster issue 4. I think that's only just the people getting that one. Another issue 1. I'm not a big launch or anything. I've ordered enough so anyone who's down for Thor could end up getting it, but I don't think anyone's too fussed about it. It's Mariko Tamaki, and I like the art style on that one. It actually made me think this is going to be more like a young readers kind of thing. It's not quite. It's still rated T for teen, but looking at the internal artwork as well, it's definitely got more of an animated kind of feel to it. And there's obviously going to be hijinks involving Thor and Loki. So if you are looking for something which isn't like full-on grown-up comic book, I think this can be a nice middle ground. True Lives of the Fabulous Killjoys national anthem now. Been thoroughly enjoying this one. Last issue did get a little bit trippy in places, but you can tell it's going somewhere, and I can't wait to see how it finishes. I think this is the last issue, issue 6. I'll have to check. But yeah, genuinely one of the best things I'm reading at the moment. And I kind of picked it up after reviewing it. I was totally not going to be fussed about it. There you go. Gerard Way has let me down too many times. Just bad release dates. Just cannot maintain a schedule. Vampirella. We're not going to get the variants because the guy gets some stock coming in. Or I'll stop paying for them, should I say. What I'm looking forward to, though, Vampire the Masquerade. Thoroughly enjoyed the first 5 issues of that one. Not technically in issue 1 because I was doing carrying on with issue 6, but it's kind of nice that something with kind of like a niche interest has been picked up. Wolverine, Black, White, and Blood, do love the covers for these ones. Anyone cool doing this one? Ed Brisson. The Knights. Yeah, nobody like amazing out of the way doing that one. I think they obviously put a whole bunch of really cool people on to start with. Wrong Earth, Night and Day, which has been going down a storm for us. And finally, a little bit of X-Men related stuff, X Factor. Let me just put those non-stop Spider-Man back where they're supposed to be so I don't lose them. Spider-Man, there we go. So yeah, that's comic books for the week and everything else for the week. And like I said, I'm going to go and do, I'm probably going to do a review straight away, just to give me a bit of a break from just coming on to the sort of comic books. I'm really not sure what I'm going to review. There's just a lot to choose from, but I'll find something. And then later on today, I'll do another one, because let's face it, there's too much stuff not to do. There are lots of reviews this week. There's just a lot of new things coming out, and a lot of them look very, very cool indeed. Frustratingly, one of the biggest releases, one that doesn't really interest me, is Children of the Atom, because I'm not really reading much X-Men at all. But it's a big release, so I probably will have to review it at some point. But if you've seen anything that you want to see me do or to shout out, let me know. We're also on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram and League of Geeks and everything like that, so you can get in touch with me, no problem. Or just here, put a little comment on, that'll be fine. But until I'm back, stay safe, and I'll speak to you all later. Take it easy. Bye.